Medical supplies in Ark Raiders can be quite hard to come by. If you want to be healing yourself and your teammates, you'll need to have a good strategy for gathering these supplies in your downtime. Whilst fabric is quite easy to come across, Great Mullein and Antiseptic are your main bread and butter for crafting the higher tier bandages. Conveniently, Antiseptic can be crafted using 2 Mullein and a load of chemicals, meaning you'll just need to hoard a stupid amount of Great Mullein in order to gain the best bandages in the game. But where can you get that amount of Great Mullein? Well, head to Buried City and then go here, to Galleria. Adrenaline shots are great for getting around the map. They are cheap to make and will get you around the map quickly. This is vital in order for you to get the materials that you need to save yourself and your team in the long run. Great Mullein can be found in each of the maps in random places, but just picking up 1 or 2 here and there isn't very useful. In Galleria, there is a plentiful amount of spawns, and you can gather at least 30 and up from just this place alone. The only issue is, you might not be the only one. Conveniently for me, this week's trial is to harvest plants. Coming here at night will double this score, but you get a decent amount anyway. If you come in with a looting MK2, you can put your Great Mullein into your safe pocket. This will ensure you don't lose it whilst harvesting. Unfortunately, this time I only made off with 13 Great Mullein. Usually you can get over 30, but some people have been here already. To make lemonade out of our lemons, we'll be heading over to the hospital. Goes without saying that there are a lot of medical supplies in a hospital. Conveniently, the 2 buildings are connected with a zip line. Makes it quite swift. The main things we'll want from the hospital are durable cloth and antiseptic. This can be used to craft the bandages that we need, but we'll also need fabric and chemicals to do so as well. Fabric can be crafted into durable cloth, and the chemicals can be used to make Great Mullein into antiseptic. Looting the hospital will yield more than just medical supplies, however. It will also yield valuables, duct tape, gun parts, and a number of other things. You can click these along your way here. Everything is useful in this game. Be sure to check inside containers that have already been looted. Not only can they contain fabric, chemicals, and other materials that might be useful to you, it also provides an XP boost for each container that you search. Be sure to check the beds. They usually have item spawns on top of them. In my case, they've already been looted, but durable cloth and antiseptic often spawns here, so you want to check these. Blueprints can be found inside of trash cans and bins, so you want to check these as well. Even though we're not here for blueprints, they're always good to extract with. Make sure to salvage any components that can be salvaged into the items that you're carrying. Many items in the hospital can be recycled into fabric. Notice that in different loot type areas you will find different materials. Here in the hospital you will find fabric and chemicals, and items that can be then recycled into those things. In other areas of the map you might find this the same, but different materials. Here at the back of the hospital these lockers are very lucrative. They also provide a lot of rubber parts. Whilst we don't need these for our medical supplies, they are great for crafting other items which we'll need anyway. Mechanical components, for instance, are hard to come by, but you can use rubber parts and metal parts to make these. Now that we've finished looting most of the hospital, we can now head to extract. Conveniently, there's one right underneath the hospital. Near the extracts there's a lot of pops. They'll give you a pop trigger, crude explosives, and an arc power cell. You can recycle the pop trigger into crude explosives, however, so you can stack these and make it more convenient for yourself. Whilst not useful in our quest for medical supplies, they are still useful in general. They can also be recycled into chemicals if you ever need to, so that will still be useful as well. It's always good to grab these things if you have space for it. As we wait for the extract, let's talk about how we're going to be storing all these items. It's not uncommon for us to extract right now, and our stash will be full, so let's talk about how to optimize that. Over-gathering resources can cause you issues. Here I have too many plastic parts. These can be useful, they can be crafted into electrical components, but I usually gather these quite efficiently anyway, so I don't need to craft these into those. It's better to just remove these from your inventory or sell them. Normally I would craft these into advanced electrical components after crafting them into electrical components, but I have too much of both of these anyway. It's better to just get rid of these out of your stash rather than hoarding them. And that's the main thing you want to focus on. Arc power cells stacked to 5. So do shield recharges. You might as well craft these into them, as those are the only things that can be crafted out of them. Though these stack to the same size, they also use rubber parts. I just use 70 here, which is over a stack. When managing your stash, think about what stacks better and you should be in the clear. Now that I've extracted, I can craft the items we've found into medical supplies for myself and my allies. Hopefully this has helped you and you can do the same.